I'm 67 years old, and I started experiencing menopause symptoms at the age of 39. When I was in my early 40s, I started having night sweats. I started having all kinds of other symptoms that I didn't understand. I needed treatment, and I knew it because it was causing problems in my relationships.
Menopause, essentially, it's a natural progression for women. Average age is around 51. But basically, it's when the ovaries stop producing hormones and a woman stops ovulating. So it's sort of the end of her fertility. The other sort of big part of menopause, which is a little bit under-recognized, is symptoms that go along with vaginal atrophy. And what that means is that when time progresses and your body is not exposed to these estrogen hormones, there can be changes in and around the vaginal area and in and around the bladder area as well. So you can imagine that if a woman is having more frequent bladder infections, obviously that's going to be distressing for her. If she's having vaginal dryness and itchiness, that may be uncomfortable for her. If she's having pain with intercourse, that can often have a very significant effect on her relationship and then sort of her confidence in that relationship and her self-esteem as well.
I wasn't aware of what vaginal atrophy was. It's just not talked about. And once I found out about it, I was very liberated to know that there's nothing wrong with me. It's a process that we go through, and that there's solutions for it.
So the great news about vaginal atrophy is that there is really good treatments available. So even though it's local hormones, the hormones do not get through the system. And so we don't have the same sort of health concerns that we do with women taking hormones that we would say are systemic or that they take orally and have to go through their bloodstream. So the treatment is very safe. The second thing is the treatment is very effective. Women will spend about 1/3 of their lifetime past the menopause period. So this is going to be a problem that could affect them for a significant period of time. The other thing is that it is very, very common in that we know that at least 50% of women after about 3 years of having gone through menopause are going to have these symptoms.
If you have painful intercourse, it isn't a subject that comes up quickly. Obviously, getting treatment and having those things taken care of with the treatment, I was able to carry on my life. You start feeling better about everything. And of course, your relationship is back to where it should be because you're not avoiding any part of it.